Sitting staring into an empty glass. Give it time, this too will pass, she said, like the summer wind. It comes and goes and comes back again. But I don't think I'll ever get that feeling back again. Watching, waiting for the phone to ring. Like my jeans, my patience is wearing thin. Keeping grounded is a better bet, even though she hasn't called me yet. But I don't think that call I will ever get. You took my heart, you shook your head, you took the ring, but left the bed we shared. So here I sit and lick my wounds underneath that lonely crescent moon. My day's short, my nights are long. With every bar I write this song. present.
Good afternoon, I'm Doug. I'm here with the Astute Tourist. Fun to be with, fun to hang out, gonna be a great day.
This is Scott Roby from Jamaica Plain, Massachusetts, and you're watching the Astute Tourist channel.
I'm Nancy Saunier of Lake Alfred, Florida, and you're watching the Astute Tourist channel.
Hi everyone, I'm Jen, aka Jen.Cohen. You're watching the Astute Tourist channel here on YouTube.
My name is Lacey, you're Miss Auburn's Outstanding Teen, and you're watching the Astute Tourist channel.
Hello, my name is Margo. I'm from Weymouth, Massachusetts, and you are watching the Astute Tourist channel.
My name is Kurt Wilson. I'm from Derry, New Hampshire, and I watch the Astute Tourist channel.
I'm Sean.
And I'm Barbara. And we're at the New Hampshire Grass Drags today, and you're watching the Astute Tourist channel.
Every place I roam feels just like home.
Hi guys, this is Mr. Tranquilo and you are watching the Astute Tourist channel. Enjoy it.
Hey, I'm Bill Merrill from Windham, New Hampshire, and you're watching the Astute Tourist channel.
Hey y'all, Captain Controversy here, checking in from the Carnival Miracle, and you are watching the Astute Tourist channel in Cup of Joe Live. Here it comes.
Cup of Joe Live, let's go. Story flows, story flows. Wake up and let it show.
Good morning, everybody. I am Jimmy, your Astute Tourist. Good morning to Hump Day, Cup of Joe Live. I'm joined here with my brother from another mother, my partner channel, my great friend, Mr. Kenneth Oakes, the Ford man himself. Good morning, Kenny.
Good morning.
How are you, my friend?
I am doing very well. How about yourself?
I'm doing excellent, thank you, on this very cold northern New England winter morning. It's pretty cold here, which seems to be the norm here for, I don't know, the last several weeks, month. It's so cold here, but good morning. It's February 12th, Wednesday. I appreciate you guys joining us this morning. Yes, I had people going, what the heck are we watching there, Jimmy? That is our original channel trailer, and I thought it'd be fun to put that in there and let you guys see the adventures of Dick Jones, discovering his very own Astute Tourist channel. But good morning, everybody. Hope you're doing well. We are. It's back to the norm, Kenny. Just you and I. This goes back. Me and you, buddy. The host and the co-host.
Yeah.
Denise Denise is working. Sean is sleeping, and I think Scott's somewhere. He's probably getting ready to go on a cruise, or he's traveling, or something's happening with him, I'm sure. So
he said something about he was coming my direction. I don't know when.
yeah, I know he's going to see his folks, and I think that's where he's heading. So anyway, there you go. So good morning. It is Wednesday, and here we are for a cup of Joe. So I got Kenny here. Really quick. So Kenny, did you see that I put a poll?
Yes, I did.
So we'll wait to announce.
I've got my vote in on it already.
We'll announce what it is a little bit later, just so that people can get their vote in. I thought that would be fun if we did a poll on there. So so far we got 60% microwave and 40% fresh. So Kenny will reveal what he's drinking in a little while. Don't forget to hit that like button, share out the stream, and if you want to support the channel and send us a super chat or a sticker or what have you, we appreciate that as well. We always appreciate you guys anyway. So Kenny, since we're doing this, let's at least have some coffee.
Wake up.
Good morning.
Damn. And hot.
Today's gonna be good. Gonna find my way. Sun's up. Chase the clouds away. Today's gonna be good, no matter what they say.
Of course, it's going to be a good day, no matter what they say. Cheers, my brother. Good morning to you. Best sip of the day. And a very fine Wednesday morning cheers to all of you out there. We appreciate you guys checking in with us. Yeah, Eddie was saying that Scott's in North Carolina and then to Florida for a cruise. That's what I thought. I knew he was heading out to see his folks sometime this week. So he's on his way. So safe travels to him. And say hi to your mom and dad for us, Scott. All right, let's go over the chat and say good morning. Sharon was the first one in this morning. Good morning, Sharon. It's good to see you. Sharon says microwave. Dee Dee is working today. She when she's working, she always sends me a wake up text in the morning. So, and it's let's say that she's enjoying some solace at work. We don't use that Q word in our business, the fire service, police department, healthcare. We never use that Q word. You know that word, right, Kenny? The Q word?
No, I'm not sure. What is that?
When you can't hear anything, it's the Q word. You know what I mean? But we don't say it. So if there's no sound, it's the opposite of noisy or it's the Q word. So we don't use that word in our business because once we use it, it gets busy. And I'll give you an example. On Monday, when I went to have my my Aranesp injection for my health, I said the Q word in there, and the nurse scolded me. And it wasn't long, the place started to get busy. So she kept giving me that look down her nose and that grin because. But there you go. So Gavin is here. Good morning, Gavin. It's good to see you. Yeah, you didn't hear any sound because I was hearing slapback, and it was because I had I muted the wrong video. So there you go. Now we had the sound came back up, so that's good. So Gavin is here. Good morning to you. Good morning to Sharon and Dee Dee. She says, got to get to work. I'll be listening. All of my patients, most of the hospital actually are being discharged by the end of the week. I anticipate coming in to 2 to 3 patients Friday night. Awesome. And then she asked, what are we watching? And that was, if you did see the opening of the show today, that is our channel trailer. That was one of my longest produced videos. It took me like a year. It wasn't like every day, but we were making it in the fall, and then some stuff happened, and then I didn't want to do it in the winter, so I waited until spring till we finished it. If you saw that building in there, I know Gavin mentioned it was very woody in there. That is a castle that's local to me. And the owners were very gracious to let us go in and have the run of the place, really. It's a beautiful place. I'm not going to mention the name because they don't want people just to go there, gawkers. They run a business there. They have it's like a wedding venue, and they do business retreats and things there. So I won't say the name, but if you look up New Hampshire and a castle, you'll probably find it. So there you go. Aaron is here with us this morning. Good morning, Aaron. It's good to see you, my brother. He says, good morning, astute people. I was going to ask, is this your thriller? I'm guessing trailer. The music video preceded by a major theatrical production, right? He was traveling. He was looking for the treasure, which at the end of the day, or at the end of the trailer, he found his treasure, which happens to be the astute tourist. So there you go. Good morning, Mom. It's good to see you. I hope you're having a warm morning. I talked with my mom yesterday, and we were FaceTiming the other day, and she's able to go out and use the pool now. The weather is starting to cooperate there in Florida, so she's able to do some exercising in that. So Rhea is here. Good morning, Rhea. It's good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Am I saying it right? Is it Rhea or is it Ray? I suppose either way, it's probably correct, right? As a Brit, I can't get my head around microwave coffee. We have kettles here. Go ahead, Kenny.
I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce that name.
I'm going to say Ray or Rhea. I don't know. But so we don't actually have microwave coffee. We have fresh coffee that's left over that we put in the microwave. So it was brewed in a kettle to begin with. And there you go. So, but Kenny, he has, he drinks coffee all day. He's the Energizer Bunny. Kid never sleeps. Well, I think he does now. He's over 30 now, right, Kenny?
Well, I will say this. I did not go to bed till about 2 a.m. this morning.
Oh, wow. You must be tired. You look bright-eyed. How you feel?
Well, I do feel a little bit tired. Well, this is after I had actually, yesterday, I spent the day at the laundromat.
Oh, that's right. You told us you hadn't done your laundry in what, a month or something?
And over a month, yeah.
Yikes, Kenny.
And I hope and pray that is the first and last time that I have to do that, because it's $12.50 to wash one load of clothes.
Good Lord. Oh my gosh. You were suspecting $10 and it's $12.50?
Well, $12.50 for the big. I got the biggest machines that they had, and
yeah,
one of them was $12.50 to wash, and then there was some of them I had to get that were $10.25, $10.50, and then I think the cheapest one was. The cheapest machine they had was $5, I think.
That's crazy. How many loads did you have to do?
I had, I took all my whites and put them all into one big machine, and then I took all my colors and everything, put them in one big machine. So
Gotcha. That's pretty damn expensive.
And then it was like $4.50 for two big dryers to dry.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's cheaper on a cruise ship. It really is.
Yeah, well, supposedly, I'm not going to hold my breath on this, but supposedly that washer dryer is supposed to get fixed today here at the apartment complex, but I'm not going to hold
Well,
my
I
breath.
hope so. You're paying rent there, so that's part of your rent. So that's crazy. Hopefully they'll get it fixed for you.
Yeah.
I haven't been to the laundromat. I can't even begin to remember when. It was probably when the kids were little. I mean, our last cruise, Colleen and I used the one on board the ship just to clean some T-shirts and things, because I wear a couple T-shirts a day. I end up sweating and that. But yeah, that's expensive.
Yeah, and the thing about it is, I had over $20 worth of quarters, right?
Yeah.
You paying about $12.50 to wash a load of clothes. That's
You burnt them quarters pretty quick.
I went through them quarters, but anyway, the guy that works there at the laundromat, he winds up come over. He waits until I about got half of my quarters already in the machine and tells me, "You got a debit card or anything? You can pay with your debit card and swipe it one time." Just select,
right.
Just select. He says, "Go over here to this machine, select the washer that you got."
Yeah.
The number, whatever the number of the washer is, and then select what you whether you want hot, cold, warm, whatever setting you want it on, and then just swipe your card and pay with your debit. I'm like, well, nice time to tell me after I've already
dumped all of my quarters into the thing.
So the next time, I'm not even going to take any quarters.
Right. Just use your debit card, right?
I'm just going to use my debit card.
Well, I'm glad. Trouser Cat must have some clean pants too, so that's good. He needed them.
Clean clothes right here.
Right. Trouser Cat is he's a good boy.
These are clean too. I just put these on last night. So
clean PJs. This so this shirt, obviously it's the channel shirt, but this is the third shirt I've had on since midnight last night. I get night sweats with this cancer, and man, let me tell you, last night was a nasty sweating night. It was awful. I'm gonna have to take the sheets and everything off because I just could not stop sweating. But anyway, we'll say good morning to Eddie Lugo. He is here as well. Aaron says, as I saw your Explorer in the video come to that overlook, I imagine him saying, "Aha, New Hampshire, this bitch is mine." Yeah, that's actually in my town, that overlook there. It's a pretty cool place. And that lake is right there by my house. That's Lake Massabesic, which is it's an Indian name here. If you come to New England, a lot of names are Indian names. So pretty cool place. Anna's here. Good morning, Anna. She's over here from Kenny's Facebook.
On the Facebook side. And also I want to say good morning to Fairy Dust and chat on my side on the YouTube. So
Bernay is here. Good morning, Bernay. Good morning. Expected it to be Jimmy. Looks like a baby daddy in his younger days. Oh, the character. Yeah, that's actually a good friend of mine. He's my neighbor. And I asked him, I said, "Hey, you want to be in a video?" And he's like, "Sure." I said, "Well, you're gonna be my my Indiana Jones type guy." So that's him. So there you go. You guys get to see that. Let me stroll through this so we don't miss anybody. Denise says my patient looked DOA when I went in her room. Scared. I bet. Yeah, that's. I'm assuming she was not DOA. So good, Kenny.
I'm assuming, yeah. But anyway, also, Dad's probably going to Dad probably says thank you for all the birthday wishes yesterday.
Right on. Yeah, it was Cecil's birthday yesterday, and he's 77 years young,
No,
right?
no. 5.
Oh, 75. Jeez. I don't want to age him. 75. Well, another right. I don't want to age him past his time. He's not wine. But happy birthday, Cecil. I went right over after Monday's show, and I went over to his Facebook and I gave him a big happy birthday.
Yeah, and unfortunately, remember me telling you Monday he had a couple of doctor's appointments yesterday? Well,
yeah.
Unfortunately, he did not wind up going to those doctor's appointments for some reason.
Oh no. You don't know why?
I don't even know why. I'll probably find out today. But
all right. Well, I hope everything's okay.
Yeah,
there's Bernie right there.
What it is, since he's a VA patient, which is a veterans patient.
Yeah.
They're at the Greens. They have their own VA transportation service.
Gotcha.
So what happened probably was they heard the word ice storm, because they were saying that we were supposed to get an ice storm, and they probably said we're not driving anywhere.
Oh, you can't blame them though. They don't want to drive in the
yeah. But what if it don't
weather.
matter? What if it doesn't even do anything? They do it way before it even happens. I mean,
well, that's the VA. They're bringing patients. I get it. I can understand their caution, but still, you didn't get the ice storm, did you?
No, not like what they were saying. We've got maybe a little bit of rain, maybe a little bit of freezing rain, but nothing like what they were actually calling for. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I do know exactly what you mean. Bernie, I wanted to say good morning to Bernie again too. Bernie's an old friend of the channel, and she's out there up very early in Southern California. So Bernie, good morning to you.
3:30 a.m. over there in California.
3:30 a.m. Yikes. Denise says they're expecting tornadoes this afternoon. Pay attention, folks. Listen for the whistle. If you hear it, seek a shelter. Chet is here from Sea Lake Journeys. Good morning, my friend. Good to see you. And tell Robin we said hi as well. 2300 Jackson Boulevard, Gary, Indiana. Who lived there? Joe Jackson. You gotta look sharp. Dun, dun, dun. Sorry. It doesn't matter. Ray with an A at the end is fine. Rhea. Okay. Ray or Rhea. Awesome. That's right. Stepping out, Joe Jackson. Definitely a blast from the past. All right, let's keep going. I just want to get to the end of the chat and make sure that we don't miss anybody. We got 17 in there. A couple over from Facebook. We appreciate you guys. Like I said, don't forget to hit the like button. Go over to Kenny's channel as well. Hit his like button. We do channel surfing. We jump back and forth, so make sure that you send the love to both Kenny and I. John Gaylor is here. John Gaylor is lurking, he said.
And it's very much appreciated. Very much.
Absolutely. Lurking is encouraged, right, Kenny?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Aaron says, in that rate, it would pay the marketplace shopping for a cheap as chips dryer and washer and dryer, right? But he's got one where he lives. It's just they got to fix the darn thing. So
yeah, I just have to go outside. I mean, I wished it was inside these apartments, but unfortunately, there's only 2 apartment complexes in this section. The very first one, and I think the very last one that has the hookups for washer and dryer inside the apartment. The rest of them don't have. They don't have hookups. So.
Gotcha. Eddie says, what happened to Dick Jones? So Dick Jones is, we should probably bring him back and do a sequel to the channel trailer. I know you guys like Billy, right? You guys like Billy? Let me see if we could do Billy again. You guys are big fans of Billy Merrill.
Hey, I'm Bill Merrill from Windham, New Hampshire, and you're watching the Astute Tourist Channel.
Ring the bell. Yeah, we'll have to bring Billy back too. There you go. All right, so good morning to all of you guys. We're going through. Bernice says she's bouncing back and forth. Kenneth Bird is here. Good morning, Kenneth.
Good morning, Kenneth Bird.
Thanks for coming in. And hey, Pops is here from What's Pops Doing?
Good morning, Pop.
Good to see you. Where did I? Oh, Buddy Biggs was fishing yesterday, and we were over. He caught a whopper of a bass yesterday through the ice. Pretty good. So, but that's where I saw
a lot of. I'm assuming Buddy Biggs does a lot of ice fishing.
Yeah, he does. I think he does a lot of fishing, regardless of the time of year. But obviously, it's winter here in New England, so there's a lot of ice, and he does do that. He goes up to Maine. He comes up to New Hampshire. He lives. I think he lives sort of in the southern part of Massachusetts. Not exactly sure where, which we don't want to tell people.
Good morning, Gavin, on the Ford Man channel. And
all right, Gavin is bouncing around. We like it.
And also, good morning to Law Jones.
Law Jones is here as well. Here he is right here. Good morning, Law. It's good to see you, my friend. Thanks for coming in. Let's see. Are there trout in New Hampshire by you? Yeah. New Hampshire and Vermont have some of the best trout fishing, I would say, at least east of the Mississippi. That's my preferred type of fishing when I go fishing, is for trout or for salmon. We have a lot of landlocked salmon here, especially this time of year on the major lakes. Again, the lake here in where I live, Lake Massabesic, with the Indian name. There's no salmon in there, but it's there's some lake trout and brown trout and a lot of rainbows. You get up to Lake Winnipesaukee, which is obviously another Indian name. That's the largest lake in the state, and that's where you'll find the landlocked salmon. They got you name it. I have been diving in that lake, and there is a lot of different species of fish there. And I've seen them when I'm diving. It's pretty cool. I did some night diving up there, Kenny. So you go diving in the dark, take the boat out, and it's nighttime. So you're diving in the dark. So you all you have is a flashlight.
Yeah.
Of course, we dive in pairs, and that's the first time I saw fish sleeping. Did you know that fish sleep, Kenny?
Well,
yeah.
I'm assuming you would have to sleep sometime.
Right. But you never think about it. You're like, oh yeah, they're fish. They just swim around because they have to kind of keep moving, I think, to keep that water going past their gills. That's how they breathe. But it's crazy. We from the movie What About Bob? That's right. There's been a few things there that they've done based on that lake. But what they'll do is they go down to the bottom in the silt, and it's weird. They make these little, like these concave little nests in the silt, and then they'll sit in that, and they'll sit there, and you'll see their fins, I guess, moving, and they're almost sitting still, but they're kind of doing this, so they're able to breathe, and they're all lined up. There's hundreds of them in a big line. And then you know what a crawfish is, right, Kenny? Crayfish, a crawfish.
Yeah.
So in that lake, that's when they feed, is at night. And that's another thing. Imagine an overhead view of tanks, army tanks in the desert moving just slowly, this whole line. And that's what the crawfish look like at night on the bottom of the lake. They're feeding, and they're all lined up in this big line, and they're moving along. It's surreal. I've never seen anything like it. Pretty cool. So that's Lake Winnipesaukee up there. They got all kinds of species of fish. It's like I said, it's the largest lake here in the state. And if you ever make it up here, you can go over to Amazon and get the Astute Tourist Guide to Conquering New Hampshire. And there's a whole section in there on the lake and what to do. And there's all these little lakeside towns, and it's awesome. It's a beautiful place. Winter, fall, summer, it's a really cool place to visit. So if you ever get a chance to come up here and you like fishing and you like boating and that, place to be. So there you go. All right, we were talking about the weather, so why don't we do the weather? Weather Watch Now, the portion of the show where we do the weather. And of course, it is brought to you by the Astute Tourist Guide to Conquering New Hampshire. Go over to Amazon Books. You can find it there. Look it up. It's available on ebooks everywhere. It's only $4.99. And get yourself a copy of that book there. So, all right, Kenny, you want to go first with the weather, or you want me to go first?
Okay, it is currently 38 degrees, feels like 36, and supposed to be a high of 43 today with some rain showers and a low of 39. Tomorrow is supposed to be a high of 47, partly cloudy skies, and a low of 21 degrees.
Brr. That's cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's winter there in the mountains of North Carolina for sure. Well, here in New England, southern New Hampshire is currently 15 balmy degrees here and clear. We should have a high of 31. We cannot break 32. We can't break freezing here. It has been so GD cold for over a month now. We haven't seen 35 in weeks, I think. It's just, I would really like to get a break. We got about, I don't know, as I look out, the snow settles, but we had well over a foot, probably about 15 inches of snow. As it's settling now, we're probably got about a foot. But we're looking at a winter weather advisory coming for tonight, I believe, and tomorrow. Let's see what it says. It says possibility threat to life or property starting at 10 p.m. this evening. Mixed precipitation expected. Total snow accumulation between 1 and 3 inches. Sleet accumulations between 1/10 and 2/10 of an inch. And ice accumulations up to 1/10 of an inch. And it is, I know why they're saying it's a potential threat to life and property, because that ice, freezing ice and rain will tear trees down and wires down. And then, of course, the roads are crazy slippery. So looks like we're going to get that from 10 p.m. This evening until noontime tomorrow, of course. Period of mixed precipitation is expected with air temperatures remaining below freezing. Expect slippery road conditions and avoid travel if possible. So, yeah, it's still winter here. And I'll be honest, I have cabin fever like you wouldn't believe. I just want it to get warm. We need some warm weather. It's crazy. Carol Walters is here. Good morning, Carol. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in.
Facebook side.
My mother says it's 65 now, 85 later, which that's where I long to be, is in paradise there. So let's see. Let's go over to the Wonder Map and see what the weather's like there. All right, you can see here. There's New England. It's pretty clear. Real quick, I'll show you Lake Winnipesaukee. So this is it right here. It's very, very big. That's a big lake. And then it's surrounded by all these smaller lakes, you can see. A lot of trout fishing in here, Gavin. So in the state. And then Vermont as well. We make our way out into Vermont. You can see there's Lake Champlain, which borders Vermont and New York. And then you can't see it here, but way up here is Lake Willoughby, somewhere up there. There, is that it? Yeah, that's Lake Willoughby. I've caught some really large salmon through the ice there. So real quick, there you go. All right, so there's not a lot happening here. It looks like Pennsylvania, they're getting some snow there. You could see out towards Kansas and Missouri and Iowa. They're getting some snow as well. And then Kenny, there's that rain you guys have been getting. And it's pushing all the...
Better than the snow.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Better than that snow for sure. And there's what Denise is talking about, all that yellow and orange. That's that nastiness there. They got some tornado watches there. So people, please stay safe there. And if you definitely listen to the horns and the whistles and the radio reports, and make sure you seek shelter if you need. Florida, just looking beautiful. My friends were sending me some videos of them in Naples yesterday, and it just looks wonderful. Texas, on the Gulf Coast, looks like they're getting a little bit of that rain as well. Bernay, and the folks in the Los Angeles area and north, Bakersfield and that, they're getting some rain and some snow in the higher elevations. So, and then Washington and Oregon looks pretty clear. We'll make our way down under, and it looks like summertime in Australia is looking good. Joe Hupp and Alana and Sean Jonesy's in Tasmania. They're enjoying their summer right now. So enjoy it, guys. I know it's been hot there. I'm not sure if the temperatures have kind of leveled off for them. And I know Sean was saying that they've had some comfortable temperatures, but I haven't talked to Sean in a couple of days. So has anybody seen Sean? Have you talked to him? Everything okay with them? I hope so. And then last but not least, we'll go over to Romania, because Monday I was saying it wrong. But over at Romania, everything looks clear there. So Goldie is looks like she's enjoying a mild winter there. So there you have it. That's what's happening around the world, and I hope you guys are enjoying a nice winter morning where you're at. Let's see. I'll just jump back a little bit to see. What does Gavin say? Due to the line maps, you are way more north than you think. Everybody is saying good morning to each other. Don't forget to go over. Most of you guys have the blue jacket. Make sure that you guys support each other. It's a good thing. Today in Southern California, 85% chance of rain. Tomorrow, 100% chance of rain. Actually, you guys need the rain, don't you? You've had all those.
To put out those fires out there in California.
Yeah. That Lake Winnipesaukee certainly is big. Jimmy, we need to make your map pointer a big red dot so we can see it. Oh, okay. I'm sure there's a way to do that, right? Kevin says a 14-hour ride with most of that being in Canada. The Gulf of America. Nick P is here. Good morning, Nick. That's right. It is the Gulf of America. I heard Google Maps changed it. So there you go. I'm all for it, as you could see behind me. If anybody knows me, I'm all about our country and all of that. So, and it is surrounded by the Americas. So compared to the size, and I don't want to get into politics, but compared to the size of Mexico, all the Americas are a lot bigger. South America, North America, it surrounds it. So why not call it the Gulf of America? I'm all for that. Nick says, I saw Sean's live this morning. He said today they're in Melbourne. Oh, today in Melbourne, it's about 88 degrees. Okay, gotcha. I was going to say, doesn't he live in Melbourne? That's what I thought. But Nick, did you see the Google has now labeled it Gulf of America? They have. Nice. He got in and made it snow because it don't snow in Mexico. Gotcha, brother. So there you go. That's the weather. Let's go over and I'm going to look at the, let's see. We got 62% microwave so far, Kenny. and 38% fresh. So people are thinking you got the microwave coffee. We're not going to reveal it yet. We'll take a few more votes. 15 people in the house right now, and 2 over on the Facebook side. Appreciate and love you guys. All right, let's see, what time do we got here? Oh, how'd you like the new song? Did you hear it, Kenny?
Yes, I did. I loved it.
What'd you think of that? Yeah. This is I'll play a little of it. So this is the latest
Lost sound
songs. What's that?
You were trying to talk, but I think when you talk, when you play the
Really? You couldn't hear me?
It cuts when you play the song, it cuts your sound off. You can't talk over the song.
That shouldn't happen. So you can't hear me right now? No?
I can now.
Okay. All right, there you go. Yeah. Probably my volume was just too low, but yeah, so this is the song I wrote. Country songs. And country songs are about what? Losing something, breaking up. Get that feeling back again.
Good morning, Kelly, on the side.
Hey, Kelly.
Like my jeans, my
Sharon, this will be on your album. She wants me to make a CD, Kenny. Is CDs, are they even a thing now?
But I don't think that call will ever get.
I don't think so.
I haven't hardly seen a CD.
CDs are kind of gone by the wayside. Everything's done on like thumb drives and sending everybody digital content. So there you go. That's my new song. Hasn't been posted yet anywhere, but I'm hoping to make a video. I've actually been started working on it, but I've been a little busy. We're trying to get the studio together, as I said, Monday. It's coming along as I look around here. I've been doing some using the sheetrock mud to fill up some of the issues we had with a water leak a few months ago. So this will end up being my my bedroom for a while as I convalesce after my transplant. But so we're getting that together. So that's why I haven't really produced the video yet. So there you have it, and I'm glad you guys like it. Let's see. Aaron says, "Yep, still out there along with vinyl and cassette tape." Yeah, I suppose I don't even have a CD burner anymore. Computers don't even come with them. I do have a CD drive. It's an external one I had to buy just so I could import some music onto my computer so that I can give it back to you guys. But
I've noticed that you can't hardly find a. I've noticed here lately you can't hardly find a computer that has a CD where you can put a CD in it on the side of it anymore.
Yeah, I don't think they make them anymore. You have to buy external stuff. Like I said, I have the external CD drive that I use, but you can't burn with it. In other words, you can't record CDs onto it. So you can only, I guess, read only. Or not read only. That's not the right thing. But because I can download things or upload them to the computer, you just can't burn them onto the CD. So caught a video from Sea of Tranquility on the 50th anniversary remix of Judas Priest's first album, Rock-A-Rolla, out on CD. Right on. One of my favorite Judas Priest albums, Rock-A-Rolla Woman for a Rock-A-Rolla Man. So cool. So cool. I like that, Aaron, that you and I have a lot of the same taste in music. So very good. And we all need a CD. Well, I've been sending them to you on your phone, Sharon. So why do you need a CD? You can listen to them there and then put them on a Bluetooth speaker and sound just as good as anything else. Denise says she's done awesome. You travel safe. Yeah, no more CD burners. Dwayne still has one on his laptop. I stream everything, right? And that's how it goes. So, but if anybody, like I said, if anybody wants any of my songs, if you hear a song and you like it, just send me a Facebook message and I will, I'll send you a copy. It is just that easy. We haven't lost Kenny yet this morning. He's doing so good. And I downloaded these little, you're a poopy pants. There you go. John says, the computer I use for taxes has a CD drive. I use the computer for movies on cruises. Yeah, which is good. But most of the, I shouldn't say this. Most of the computers that I'm aware of do not have CD drives in them. I'm using an iMac, and there is no CD drive on this like there used to be. The old ones had the CD drive right in the side of it, but nothing there. So can you input music to the new computer from an old computer that would have a CD? I think you can. I think, yeah, why couldn't you? You could upload it into an older laptop. You know, I don't know what it is with my tongue in the morning. Laptop. Yeah, in one of those older computers. If it burns CDs, I don't see why you couldn't. I mean, the technology, as long as it works, it's there. So, so there you go. Let's see. Chet says, I'm working and lurking today. Very good. It's good to see you too, brother. I'm glad you're here and you are lurking while you're working. And you have a MacBook Pro. Yeah. So I have the iMac. This is the 27-inch monitor, which is the big one. So I do most of my computer. I do all of my editing on this computer as well as other things. So I've been recently working on my EMT recertification. 6 hours left to my CEUs. So I'm doing some of that today as well. Even the new game systems, Xbox, PlayStation, you don't have a disk drive either anymore. Yeah, I have a PS4. It still has the disk drive, but I just bought a game, and yeah, you just download it off the internet and put it into the hard drive. I have a dirty Mac. There you go. He's asking, who was in the dirty Mac? I don't even know what you're talking about, but there you go. All right, so Kenny, should we do some history?
Yes.
All right, let's do it.
This Week in History.
All right, This Week in History, the portion of the show where we do what's happening and what has happened on this day previously. Today is February 12th, 2024.
No, 2025.
Thank you, Kenny. Thank you, Kenny. I'm not making excuses, but part of this health issue I'm dealing with affects my memory, especially the shot they've been giving me.
I understand.
But not an excuse. So, all right. So it is, in fact, February 12th. 2025, and what happened on this day? All the way back to the year 1554, at the age of 16, lady, you all right, brother?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Water? All right. At the age of 16, Lady Jane Grey, titular queen. That's what it says. There you go, Gavin. Have fun with that one. Titular queen.
Jeremy's going to have some bananas this morning.
Right? Oh yeah. Well, good. He's awesome. They get the whole banana thing going. I'll just deliver them to him, and he can do what he will with them. But she was the Queen of England. She was executed in London by order of Mary I. Yikes! In 1804, German philosopher Immanuel Kant died in Königsberg, Prussia, now Kaliningrad, Russia. That's too bad. In 1809, British naturalist Charles Darwin, you guys are pretty familiar with him, I'm sure, who developed the theory of evolution by natural selection, was born. Happy birthday to him. 1851, gold! By cranky gold! We found gold! It was discovered in east central New South Wales, sparking Australia's first gold rush. I think that's why Sean's there. He went there for the gold rush. In 1909, the National Association of the Advancement of Colored People, the NAACP, was founded. In 1912, Pui, the last emperor of China, abdicated at the end of the Chinese Revolution. In 1934, American basketball player Bill Russell, one of the greats, he was one of the greatest defensive centers in the NBA history and the first black coach of a major professional American sports team. They hold a very dear place in my heart, the Boston Celtics. He was born on this day. Happy birthday to him. In 1953, the Egyptian government signed an agreement with Britain granting self-government for the Sudan and self-determination within 3 years of Sudanese. In 1994, thieves broke into the National Gallery in Oslo and stole the Scream. I'm sure you've seen that. It was recovered later. One of several versions of Norwegian artist Edvard Munch. There you go. There's I'm terrible with names. Made of his famous painting. So they did recover it, but it was stolen. And I'm sure you guys have seen it. It's seen that picture of the guy holding his head screaming. In 2002, Slobodan Milosevic, president of Yugoslavia from 1997 to 2000, went on trial for war crimes in the Hague at the International Criminal Tribunal for the former Yugoslavia. He died 4 years later before the trial had ended. In 2019, as per the terms of the Prespa agreement in 2018, the Republic of Macedonia formally changed its name to the Republic of North Macedonia. And then the featured event on this day in 1818, although the decisive victory over the Spanish did not come until April at the Battle of Maipú, Chile, formally declared independence from Spain on this day in 1818, the first anniversary of Chile's victory at Chacabuco. So they gained their independence from Spain on this day. There's a feature biography, born on this day in 1809 near, you all right, brother?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Bless you. February 12th, 1809, near Hoganville, Kentucky, Abraham Lincoln was born. And then he died on April 15th, 1865 at the age of 56. Of course, he was murdered by John Wilkes Booth. So there you have it. That's what's happening on this awesome day.
This Week in History.
All right, so we're going to go over to the poll now, and Kenny will reveal in a few seconds here what he's drinking. But if I look at the poll, it looks like we got 65% of the folks in the chat say that you're drinking microwave, and 35% say you're drinking fresh, Kenny. So let the cat out of the bag. What are we drinking this morning, my friend?
Cheers. It is a fresh cup of coffee.
Oh, Kenny stumped them. 65% of you guys thought it was microwave, but Kenny is drinking fresh. So cheers,
Yes,
my brother. Here you go.
I've been up since I'd actually had gotten up just a few minutes before 4 o'clock this morning.
Ah, there you go. So you had time to brew a fresh pot.
Yeah, and I was for some reason I got hungry, so I wound up getting some Vienna sausages and wound up eating some mozzarella cheese.
How was it?
Made my tongue slap my brain.
All right.
It's coffee time. Coffee.
Fairy dust. I want to You was talking about me calling the doctor for some strong cough syrup. It's basically where I had the
You can say it.
The coof.
Yep. Kenny's got the coof. He's dealing with the kind of like the long
December, so it's from that.
Yep, he's got the long COVID, as they call it, which is really just a lingering cough. And when I got the coof there a few years ago, it same thing. I coughed for like 2 months afterwards. It's just craziness. And to think, not to get involved in it, but to think that they unleashed that crap on all of us. Could have all been avoided, but there you go. Aaron says Vienna sausages and mozzarella for breakfast. Sounds like country keto for sure. Ringo and Zara's here. Good morning.
Good morning, Ringo and Zara.
You guys were over at Buddy Biggs too yesterday. Saw you guys, and I was on my other channel, the Uncle Scugga radio channel. So Billy says my son is dealing with the virus that's going around. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff happening right now. The flu is running rampant in the country.
Speaking of flu, my pastor that I go to church with on Sunday mornings.
Yes, sir.
His granddaughter works at the Johnson Memorial Hospital in Tennessee, in Johnson City, Tennessee, and they have 520 beds in that hospital. 514 of them are being filled up with people with flu.
Gosh, that's a lot.
So
yeah, I think
that only leaves 6 beds that's available. They're pretty much maxed out.
Yeah, they've. I know in some of the hospitals around here, they get people in the hallways on beds because they just don't have any room. And like we were saying the other day and last week, look, if you have the flu and you're not, you're not a little kid or a very old person, just stay home. Fluids, rest, control the fever with some aspirin or ibuprofen, and stay home. There's no reason for you to go to the hospital. Now, if you're somebody with a comorbidity, older folks, or the very, very young, obviously if they have some issues, especially with the breathing difficulty and that, or the high fever, they need to go. But for the rest of us, just stay home, stay in bed, treat yourself with some liquids and fluids and like I said, control your fever and that. There's no reason to go to the hospital and tax those folks out. I know Denise, Denise, are you on your way home now? I don't want to catch you while you're driving, but I think they're doing okay at her hospital right now. But I know here we've been overrun in our hospitals here with people with the flu and whatnot. So
it's the flu and the coof mixed.
And the coof, right? Now, if you have pneumonia, that's a whole nother animal.
Yeah.
I had pneumonia once, and let me tell you, it is debilitating. It's terrible. So if you have pneumonia, that's definitely something you need to get some medical attention with. But if you're having flu-like symptoms in that, just stay home. And like Nanny says, chicken soup, right, Nanny? Chicken soup. That
Either
is
chicken soup or beef soup or any kind of place.
Right? Any soup. That's Jewish penicillin right there, and they swear by it. And I do too. It works. Something about it. So, and then plenty of water, or what's good too, if you can't really eat anything and you're having you can't keep anything down or whatever, but Pedialyte or something like that, which you would think, oh, that's for little kids. No, it's for everybody, and that'll get your electrolytes back. And there's not a lot of sugar in it. So just take good care of yourself. And if you can stay the heck out of the hospitals, please do.
Yeah, it ain't fun because I've had my enough experiences with hospitals, and it ain't fun.
No, we all have. Sharon's talking about oxygen levels too, right? So I have a device here that I have. I don't know if you guys, most of you, I'm sure, are aware of these. They're kind of standard equipment now in hospitals. This is a pulse ox. It's called a pulse oximeter. You put this on your finger for a few seconds, and this will tell you your oxygen level. They call it SpO2, or your saturation percent of oxygen. And right now I'm sitting at 98%, and my heart rate is 79, which is good. So part of the issues with my health, the reason I have this is because I lack
oxygen.
I lack the oxygen, the amount of oxygen in my blood, so I have to monitor that and my blood pressure. I haven't taken my blood pressure yet this morning, but my sats look really good. Yep, lost his chicken soup. Pops is asking, is Scott cruising today? Well, he's actually in North Carolina. He's visiting with family, but then by this weekend, he will be cruising again. And good for him. Scott Smith is here. Good morning, Scott. It's good to see you, my brother.
Scott
Thanks
Smith,
for coming in.
I'm hoping I get to actually meet Scott, but I don't know if I'll even get to do that.
Yeah.
Wow,
Oh, look at this. I want to meet everybody. Pops says Pedialyte now makes freeze pops. Great for hydration, sore throat. Perfect. I didn't know that, but that's good. That's what you need. You got to get those electrolytes, and you're getting that fluid in there. And look, if it's something tasty and it'll soothe a sore throat, it's a good thing.
I had to do all that stuff when I had the coof back in December. So
yeah, and it helps, right, Kenny? Yeah, it really does.
Yeah, and of course they gave me a bunch of meds. I could probably make my own drugstore.
Right? Yeah, I know. Here, take this. Take this. Did you have an IV when you were in the hospital? Did they give you fluids that way, or?
Yeah, they gave me fluids that way, but they gave me that what they call it's called Paxlovid. It's actually for the COVID. But
Gotcha.
They've actually quit giving it to people now because it's actually doing more harm to people than it is good.
Yeah. Sometimes, and Denise and I were talking about this the other day. Hack it out, Kenny. Denise and I were saying the other day that sometimes the treatment for something can be worse for you than whatever they're treating sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, this medication that they're giving me to increase my oxygen or my red blood, it gives me kidney pain and the confusion in that. So that's why I think I'm stumbling sometimes with words, and I still think it's 2024. That's why I have you here, Kenny. You keep me on track. So appreciate that. Eddie Lugo, I'm assuming he's going to be up this morning. I haven't seen anything to the contrary, so we're going to end the poll there.
Have named that notable?
I didn't have a notable today, Kenny. I'm sorry, I wasn't prepared for that. But we do have Free for All Friday, so maybe we'll do it there. And Scott won't be around to do the tip of the day, so maybe you could do the cruise tip of the day for Friday. You want to do that?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so think of something for Friday. Come up with something, a cruise tip. You're an avid cruiser now, so you should have some cruise tips, whatever it is. I mean, the food, anything that we can share with the folks to make their cruising a little bit easier or make it a little more comfortable. So let's see. We're probably going to get out of here in a minute. Just look at any commercial for meds. Side effects are more than the cure. Exactly. And that's where the guy starts talking really fast. This medication can blah, 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 blah. and then you go, "What the heck did he just say?" And then it makes you afraid to take the step.
Friday is Valentine's Day.
It is Valentine's Day. You got anything planned, Kenny?
I'm not sure.
Kenny's not.
I know. I know. Got Friday Night Live with Friday.
Yeah. Are you guys doing a special Valentine's show?
Yep, it's a Valentine's Day edition show. So
Right on. That sounds like fun. Kenny's tip: get fresh coffee. There's plenty of fresh coffee on board the cruise ships I've been on for sure. So.
And you can get refills anytime you want to.
As much as you want. No microwave coffee there, right, bro?
Yeah.
Kenny's going on the Love Boat cruise. Maybe. You never know. Let's see. Hypoglycemic episode. Ugh. Right? Well, get some sugar in you there, girl. Chugging juice, yes, please.
Oh, her sugar must have dropped then.
Oh, yeah. Hypo. So hypoglycemic. Hypo is low. Hyper is high. Either way, it's not good. Yeah, have some juice, but then eat something. If there's any leftover chicken there, maybe you should have that, Dee Dee. You know what to do. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. So, all right, we're gonna get out of here, I think, Kenny. It is 7:09. Eddie Lugo will be up in just a few minutes. Don't forget PMA, Positive Mental Attitude. PMA will save your day, and when I tell you that I'm living proof that it works, just believe me, it really, really does work. You can manifest positivity all day just by thinking positive thoughts and imagining things in a positive way. Don't forget to make a difference in somebody's day as well today. Everybody's out there, and if you see somebody, all you have to do is make eye contact or say hello, give them a smile. Don't make eye contact and scowl at them, but give them a smile, say a kind word, shake their hand, and if they're so inclined, give them a hug. It's a good thing. Everyone has a story. Sometimes the stories aren't so good. And just by smiling and saying a kind word, you could change somebody's day for the better. If you see the men and ladies of the police department, the fire department, our EMS and healthcare workers, and of course, our nurses, thank them. We love our nurses. They make doctors look good. Make sure you thank those folks. They're out there doing the things that some of you guys could never imagine doing or you wouldn't want to do. So just make sure that you thank them when you see them. And then last but not least, our veterans, past, present, and future. We love our veterans. Those folks are out there every day protecting the free world, protecting you and I, our liberties, our freedoms, protecting my flag right there, Old Glory, red, white, and blue, and protecting our country. I love America. God bless America. God bless you, Kenny, and God bless everybody in the chat.
I want to say, Fairy Dust, my next cruise is not until November 29th through December 6th, 2025 on the
Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise
on the Norwegian Encore.
Sailing out of Miami, right, Kenny?
It's sailing out of Miami. I forget what the ports that we're going to, but that is my next cruise. It's actually going to be my third cruise, but first time on a NCL cruise, which is Norwegian.
Yeah, I haven't been on. I was going to be going on that cruise, but because of obvious reasons, we'll have to make the next one. But there you go. Sharon says, okay, everyone, great, wonderful, awesome, safe, warm day. Be careful driving to work. Stay safe and be careful. Bye, everyone, PMA. You got yourself right there, Sharon. And yep, the Family Adventures is in the line of fire too. So hopefully they'll stay safe. And like I said, if you guys hear those tornado warnings, make sure you seek shelter immediately. And right, Bernie, everybody stay healthy, please. Yeah. All right, Kenny, we're going to get out of here. What do we say, my brother?
Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, we'll do it all over again Friday morning, 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
All right, guys. Love and appreciate you. I'm Jimmy, your astute tourist. Peace and love. We'll see you Friday. Free for all Friday. And go over to Eddie Lugo. Give him a hashtag Cup of Joe raid. Love you guys. Bye-bye.